Ryan's Rock Show. My name is Ryan. I'm the host of the program. It's our Kid Rock Gets Arrested in Waffle House edition of Ryan's Rock Show. And today we're going to be speaking to a band from Denver, Colorado. They're called Drop Dead Gorgeous. But first, your weekly essential where we play you a band that you need to know if you don't know them already. This band is called Modern Life is War. You're listening to Ryan's Rock Show. Modern Life is War for your weekly essential. Be sure to send us your comments, your questions, and or your suggestions to us at ryansrockshow.com. Now, I had a chance to catch up with a band called Drop Dead Gorgeous. Listen to what these guys had to say. When I was a kid, I used to go visit my aunt in Denver. Awesome. And we used to go to Colfax and pick up hookers. I was like 12.
Awesome. Yeah, I live pretty close to Colfax. Probably like, like a few blocks from Colfax, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
You pick up hookers too?
No, I don't pick up hookers.
Oh, yeah?
The thing about Colfax is it's like real ghetto. Colfax, but like where I live, it's like I live right outside a place called Cherry Creek.
City Creek Mall, dude.
Yeah. And here is like Cherry Creek, which is like extremely nice. So it's funny it's so close to like Colfax and stuff.
Is that too loud?
Yeah, we probably turn a little bit. You can still rock out, dude. I don't care.
Hello?
You guys got a nice buzz, man.
It's playing on the record right now.
Really? How long have you guys been in the band?
Let's see. The band, I guess could say the first two members are Kyle and Cooper, right here, and they started, and then they were looking for a vocalist, and I joined, and then after that we got a guitar player, which was Dan Gustafson, and then a bass player, Jake, and then Aaron. So I guess I'm in the band for a few months, like a month longer than Aaron or something, but I guess collectively about almost 3 years the whole band has been together.
3 years.
Yeah. I think it's pretty much picked up pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, it's been really, really great, man. Like, we just, write songs, play music, love it, and try to bring a good live show, and things really have fallen into place, and we've gotten really lucky to just have things happen so fast for us and everything. It's been amazing. Like, never even expected any of the things that have happened at all.
Really?
We always just wanted to play shows, and we're touring, which is exactly what we want to be doing, is touring in front of people, different states every day. We've been to the UK, we've been to Mexico, Canada, we're about to go to Australia, and it's just been awesome.
Yeah, I heard Australia's really nice.
Yeah, I've been there twice before, but not on tour, but I think we're all extremely excited to go to Australia.
Yeah. Especially with Taste of Chaos, too.
Oh, you're going on Taste of Chaos?
Yeah, in Australia. Just in a couple weeks, so it's going to be really...
Who's all on that this year?
It's The Used, Rise Against, Aiden, us, and The Bled is on it, too.
Oh, yeah.
Gallows.
Gallows.
That's going to be crazy, man.
Pretty sweet lineup.
Amazing.
So you guys are pretty young then. Like, how old are you?
Me and him just turned 21
Oh,
in
yeah?
the last couple months. So.
Cool. I'm 22, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. It's
Yeah.
good to, like, interview, like, young people, 'cause it's like,
Yeah.
when you interview, like, older people, it's kind of like... But you said you didn't expect any of this when you guys first started?
No, like, we never did it to get big or, famous or make money. It was just that we wanted to play music, and we had an opportunity to do it, and we did it. And I think that's the best way to go about it, is not, like, set expectations for yourself necessarily, like, oh, if we're not this big by this time, I'm done. It's just like, if there's one kid or there's 1,000 kids, like, we're still playing in front of people, and that's what we want to do, and that's all that matters. So.
Did you guys play a lot of shows in Denver when you first started out, or how did that all happen out?
I guess, we started playing our first shows were house shows, like in parties. And there'd be probably 20, 30 people there, and like it kind of, the word of mouth spread. And then we'd play a real show, and there'd be like maybe 50 kids, and then like we'd play another real show, and it kind of got exponentially just bigger and bigger, and like, it would turn out to 100, 200, 250, it just kept getting bigger, it seemed like, and it was so surprising and really weird, and we just played any show that anyone would really give us and at any time, and kept playing until people heard us, or until we had as many fans that would come to shows, and we had like our first demo, which we called an EP called Be Mine Valentine, we pressed 100 copies of it, and we made it ourselves at Kinko's. It was a mess. We released it at this show, and there was a good amount of kids there, and it was probably less than a week afterwards that Rise Records contacted us and said that they were interested in signing a deal with us, and also re-releasing what we just recorded on their label, and it was really cool, and it took a while to like finalize the contract and stuff, but that was like really exciting, and the first thing we recorded ended up being released in stores and stuff.
How did they find you guys?
MySpace.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dead serious.
Like, what happened? They were searching, they were looking at your profile.
Yeah,
and
they
like,
heard it.
Dude.
They heard it somehow, kept an eye on us for a while, and
That's so fucking funny.
they saw it gradually growing, and offered us a contract. That's how Shirtone, our current record label, found us too.
Really?
Ross Robinson found us on MySpace. This guy's MySpace, and kids write to him. And he was looking at somebody's page, and they had our song on their page, and then he heard it start playing, and he checked out the band profile, and we were in LA like the next day.
So that's how you hooked up with Ross Robinson, huh?
Yeah.
Is he here tonight?
No, he's not. Yeah, I don't think he's coming tonight.
Doesn't he live around the area?
He lives in Venice, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's recording right now with a band, I'm not sure.
What band's he recording with?
I think it's November Falls.
What was it like working with Ross Robinson?
It was really, it's such an intense process because he's so, he's not like other producers, and just the way that he gets almost like inside your head, and kind of like each song we talk with him and just really figure out what every single lyric, what every single part like meant to us individually. It's really important to him and to us that we weren't just writing songs, hammering out songs and just putting them out, but that it would actually like be personal and real. And he's all about that, and it's just a really intense. He just makes you feel, if it's like a dark song or kind of a depressing song, that he gets in your head, and you have these talks with him, and he just like will get you to that mood and to that point where you need to be, to where you can feel it in what you're playing or what you're singing. And so it's just a really real experience. It's really intense.
So I'm curious then, all right, because he's in a lot of big bands. He's done like started off doing like Korn and Limp Bizkit, Slipknot, and he's done like Glassjaw, Have to Drive In, like all these bands that have pretty much changed modern music, Like, did you guys know who he was before?
Oh yeah.
Like he hit you up? Yeah. So when he hit you up, you get like a message from Ross Robinson. What was that like?
Actually, he messaged us on MySpace.
With this, from his personal account?
Yeah, and we didn't even see it. It didn't get read.
We didn't
And
even notice it.
at the
We get a
very
lot of
end, like
messages.
a week before we were done recording, we went back through like
'Cause he told us
hundreds
he
of
sent
pages
us-
of messages
and we're like,
and
"No."
found it, and it was still unread.
find our own sound and stuff.
So like day one, you guys meet up with Ross Robinson for your first studio session. So what was the first thing that he did for you guys? What did he say to you guys? Did he give you a pep talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of pep talks.
I remember the first one for sure. It was like we when we first came, he was with us during the whole writing process for about a month, and we got a practice space, which was actually where they also wrote the second Slipknot record. Same practice space.
Was that here in LA?
Yeah.
No, and it's where Kiss wrote one of their records
Do you
too.
know where it is?
Same room. It's Cole and it's like Santa Monica and Cole.
That's that.
It's a rehearsal place.
Crazy.
And anyways, like we were writing, like before we even started jamming at all, he just kind of like got us all together and was like, what do you want to do with this record? Period. And I was like, well, it's a concept album, and I kind of told him the concept of the record, and he was like, okay. And he kind of inspired us, I guess. Like, he really just, like, took a really strange approach that we would have never even thought of. He's just kind of like, when we're making this record, we want it to be, like, I remember the words militant, I guess. And he would say that, like, he's like, I want this record to be like the pyramids were built, like, thousands of years later. Like, people will think in their heads, how the hell did they make this?
And in that it's still around. It's not just like an album for, 6 months or a year and then people forget about it because there's something else out, It's one of those that kind of like stands the test of time.
So when you guys first went in the studio with him, when you're actually there, doing your first session, like what are some things that he would do that you really didn't expect? Does he scream? I heard he gets like really crazy and like yells at you.
When we recorded, we were at Sunset Sound in Hollywood, and like we had this big room, and then there's a vocal booth too. It's the same room that Prince recorded in, I think. And
Prince is badass, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of legendary bands,
But he crammed us all into the vocal booth, which is like the size of like from this TV to like this wall. It's like that big. So we got the drums, guitars, keyboards, vocals, all that. So we're all right in together, and there's lights, like tinted lights and a smoke machine, so it would just set the mood a lot. And we start playing, and everyone had their like headphones or whatever, and he was sitting there and he was rocking out, and he's like, "Go!" Like,
yeah, he would
like
scream
yelling, and then like we'd all get super psyched about like a take or whatever. It was just when we were recording drums. Like I remember one time we got done, he's just like. He's like smiling. He was like a little kid on Christmas.
Yeah, totally.
He's got so excited. He started like kicking the drums and like throwing drumsticks. He's just like super stoked. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff happened on the tour?
On Warped?
Or just any tour that you guys have been on so far?
Oh yeah.
You can jump in too, bro.
It's crazy.
What's your name? Danny.
This is Danny. He plays drums.
Cool. It's a crazy story.
It's a funny story.
You guys got a bus. That's pretty impressive. Our bus driver got in a fight.
Oh, that was this
Oh, yeah,
tour.
that
Our
was
bus
really
driver
funny.
got in a fight with the singer of Aiden.
Are you
A
serious?
fist fight in New York City.
Wow,
in
we
front of a
started
cop.
choking him out.
Everyone was so
Yeah.
stressed out because New York City's so just intense and populated that the streets are just a pain to drive on.
Yeah.
Like especially driving a bus with a trailer, even a van with a trailer is so stressful. So everybody's just on the edge, and we got there a little bit before them, and they pulled in and accidentally scraped the mirror of the bus, which didn't scrape it. It just like moved it because they moved. So I mean nothing got damaged, and yeah, our driver freaked out, and then they were kind of going back and forth, and then the driver jumped at him and put him in a chokehold.
And he just started beating the shit out of him? Or?
No,
Yeah.
it broke up within like 4 seconds or something, and then there were some Aiden fans that came and started kicking our bus driver.
Are they cool now? Like,
It's
Yeah, they made up.
yeah,
They made
it's
up.
totally
Everyone,
fine. It was just
everyone on the tour gets
it's a
along well.
misunderstanding.
what's up, guys?
Hey, how are you doing?
Are they in the dance here?
No, these are our texts. This is my brother, and this is Tim.
What's up,
Jason?
I'm Ryan.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Timothy.
Nice to meet you too, man. How you guys liking on tour?
It's fun.
Yeah?
It's a good tour. Quality.
So did you guys go on tours independently before you signed to...
No, man, we've only been a band for like 2.5 years. So
nuts, dude.
we recorded our EP, Be My Valentine was the first thing we ever recorded, and which Rise put out later. But we were just playing in Denver around then, and then it was like a couple months later.
So you pretty much like finished high school and then started the band, or like?
We
how
did.
that?
Our drummer and guitarist are just turned 18 this year.
Oh shit! No
So
way.
they were juniors when we got signed, and they finished out the junior year, and we started touring in the summer. And for senior year, they're just doing online stuff and getting GEDs, started diplomas or something. I don't know.
What's it like when you're in school and you're in high school and like you're working with Ross Robinson?
It was pretty intense, man. I mean, I don't know, just to get.
People would break down and cry a lot.
Would you really?
No.
I
Kidding.
would not.
Break down and text a lot.
It's just awesome just getting to do this at such a, I don't know, such a young age. It's what I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's nuts. You just turned 18?
Yeah, in July.
Damn, dude, that's so crazy. That is really young, man. You like tour?
Yeah, I love it.
Really? Would you ever like just go to college?
No.
Really? Did you guys go to college, or were you going to college?
No, my parents told me not to go to college
They
because.
told you not to go?
Yeah,
That's
because
badass.
it'd just be a waste of money. Because I didn't do good in high school, and they knew I wanted to do music, and I was pretty determined. So they said at least wait until you're absolutely ready. But judging by your .68 overall GPA, which is like below an F average,
Damn, dude.
like you probably shouldn't be in college right now. I'm a smart kid. I just don't like
Didn't
homework.
apply yourself in
I didn't
school,
like
or-
going to class. Is basically.
Was your high school big?
Yeah, it was a big joke.
Was it really that bad?
I hated high school and middle school and elementary school and homeschool.
And now you're doing what you want to do, right?
Yep.
So it's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place to play in?
I like Florida a lot.
Are you serious, dude? I hate Florida. Man.
It's fun. Oh, the weather sucks. It's always hot there, but the shows are really cool.
Yeah.
Or man, I don't know.
LA is great, I think.
Yeah, LA's fun. The shows are awesome in LA. I just get stressed out here.
Yeah,
It's stress. Label people and a bunch of friends, and there's always so much going on when we play LA. It's just like overwhelming.
Totally, yeah.
Did you guys live here for when
We
you
were
were
recorded,
recording?
yeah.
How long
6
did you
months.
live here?
Like
Oh,
6
6
months. Yeah.
Where'd
Well,
you guys stay at?
we lived at the Oakwoods in Burbank. When,
Okay, that's right by me.
For
That's
pre-pro. And then we moved into Ross's house for the last like 4 months.
nice. That's great. Did you guys have your own rooms?
No, we all shared his bottom, his like basement level is he turned into an apartment. So it's like this big apartment down there. It's
That's
big room.
really smart, dude.
Yeah.
So you just shacks up bands down there that he works with?
Yeah.
He worked with this one band, man, that I really liked. I don't know what happened to him. Vex Red. I don't know if you guys...
I've heard of them.
They were fucking sweet. They're from, like, England.
I don't know. That sounds very familiar. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was rocking, man. Probably one of my favorite bands that he's worked with. Like, them and Glassjaw, but...
He definitely tends to work with bands that are real, usually fairly unique and have some kind of like fire or something, I guess, like something that just...
Or a lot of issues.
Issues,
Specifically.
yeah. Like, I guess
Much.
the better word is someone that has a lot of problems, like emotional or mental
like
problems
personal,
that are
yeah.
personal and like they release through their recording. And that's,
Yeah.
I think, what makes his sound is he knows how to... He has an ear for people that have like things to say or something, or like release or something, or just something that's different and very like, I guess, psychotic or crazy or anything. And he likes that. Like, he listens to that more than actually like, is this song gonna be a hit? Like, is this gonna be like a radio hit? It's more about like, because he's gonna be crazy. That's kind of his thing.
Is that how you write? Do you think you guys have a lot of issues?
He has a lot.
I don't have issues.
Everybody points to you.
Yeah, I mean, I have definitely a lot of issues. I mean,
What goes through your head?
no, nothing. I like music for me as a way to release, like, pain, love, hate, anything, anguish, anything, and like, it's like an outlet for me. Just like someone writes or paints or whatever they do to release, everyone has an outlet. I think everyone has issues. It's just certain people are more prone to release them vocally or something. Vocals are like the easiest way to tell if someone's pissed off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, guitar, you can hear it, but it's not, I guess, as obvious or something. Like, if someone's really pissed off vocally, you can hear it. It's obvious. If someone's real sad or something, you can't. I don't know. But
One thing with our band too is that we all seem to have like where we just hold stuff in if something's bothering us or whether it's from a long time ago or even if it's something current. But with people that are like that, music's such a good way to get that out because you can disguise it. You can tell anybody who listens to your song all this super personal stuff, but you can word it so that maybe they don't know, but you kind of get that comfort of, I just told everybody what's really bothering me, but
Yeah.
and then leave it up to them to figure it out, or maybe it'll mean something to them and help them out too. So.
Have you guys had some pretty hardcore fans that have been like, oh, dude, your music changes my life?
I mean, there's been a few. I mean, I can remember like a few fans that were really huge fans of our band. I'm not sure for what reasons they were like, but like our In Vogue or whatever doesn't. We didn't really think about the songs as much, but people do. There definitely were some fans that actually really, like I've had this guy in Austin, Texas, tell me that like the songs or whatever song we wrote or something, he's like, I totally get that, or I totally relate to that, and he would like tell me how that relates to his life, I guess, or something, and like that was really cool, because when I wrote it, I had no idea that anything like that would ever happen. And I hope the new CD especially people can relate to and it'll change their lives, because that was the whole idea. I think the biggest idea of our record was to change things, whether it's people's feelings, help them, make them think differently. Or that was just, for me, that was my goal, is to make something different and make people think.
So how does it make you feel, like, as a singer, when people come up to you and say stuff like that, like, see your music, it's really inspired me to do good things?
That's the great thing. That's exactly what I do.
Yeah,
That's my
it's like the greatest compliment.
That's my biggest. I think every musician, that's their biggest goal, is to help people. I mean, no one wants to make a song that makes people feel bad. Obviously, you're making a song to either make people enjoy it or help them, and that's the ultimate goal. And when someone says that, I mean, that's really all that matters. It's not about how many records you sell, how many kids are at your shows. It's about people that are actually like having a positive influence on your songs, because that's the main goal.
You can't get through?
Yeah, I just got sorry.
Oh, no, that's cool, dude. Come on in.
I just close that door because I couldn't hear anything. Excellent way to feel more ice.
So, Danny, how has your life changed in the band now that things have picked up for you guys in the past, very recent?
Has my life changed?
Yeah.
Well, I'm on tour.
Well, I mean, like,
Came out of the closet.
you came out of the closet.
Stop letting the bed.
He hasn't stopped itching, and that's.
Thanks to the guys in Drop Dead Gorgeous for coming on the show. We leave you this week shining some limelight on the band. They're called Circa Survive.